Give me 1 second. I'm hold 1 second. Events. Here we go. Streaming now. Hold on. What am I streaming? I think I am. I am streaming. What the hell am I streaming to? Let me see. Video manager.
I see you on YouTube.
You do? I gotta edit it. There we go. I gotta edit it all. There we go.
Man, this old motherfucker trying to do new shit.
Hey, don't hate, man. Don't hate. Don't hate.
Who else is supposed to be here?
We gotta add all day. Add J Dubs.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna back out and I'm gonna jump back in via PC.
Okay.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We in here. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Like I said, you be so kind to hit the like button as you guys are filling in. All right, save monetization. Here we go. Damn. All right, I'm ready. All right, let me go back to my dashboard now. All right. Do I sound clear? Can you guys hear me loud and clear? In audience. Type yes if you can. Here we go. All right, we got 42 people here already. That was quick. Let me tweet this out myself. I didn't even tweet it out. I ain't shared nowhere, nothing. You guys love this show here. Y'all be dead on it, man. Let me see what's up with the rest of it. Porter Rock said he'll be right back in. He'll be right back in. He had to update it on his PC.
Jay's in here.
Yo.
Yo. Like I said, we live on the air. All right, let me see. Let me tweet this out myself. I haven't put it in any groups or anything. All right. What's going on in the chat? We're going to have a very entertaining show, to say the least.
I hear me?
Yeah. Say it again. You sound kind of low or.
Who me? Who me?
Yeah.
You straight now.
I'm sounding low. Right, hold on.
Yeah.
You sound good now.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you said you fixed it, Z?
No, that was you. Whatever you did, you got them.
I didn't do anything.
Cheap mics and cheap wires. Now you rocking.
I didn't do anything. Yo, I got that blue. All right.
Yo, what up?
I'm beasting now. All right.
Yeah.
You can't disrespect me no more.
I got it, baby. That's what I'm talking about. It sounded like you had that Sony joint again though for a minute.
All right. Better back up.
That's Professor Rock right there, bro.
I got that. Yo, I had to break down the math. You know what I'm saying?
What's going on?
I was calling roll call. I was like, "Hey, Ron," and everybody was quiet. Hey, Ron.
That was funny.
They said what?
Here, I'm like, how come you didn't answer me the first time?
Glasses and a bow tie.
Oh shit! I'm like, how come you didn't answer me the first time, hey, Ron? Oh, no reason. God damn it! I love that. I love that skit. I can watch that shit all day.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yo, D nice.
Yeah.
D nice, Denise.
It's
D nice, Denise. Denise.
Yeah.
All right, fine. It's D nice. You might like Jake Quillen.
Hey, that's a throwback like this, Shake.
Yeah.
Jake. They were supposed to do a movie on that, right? Or,
Yeah.
I heard about that. I don't know if it's happening, man. I will fucking die if they see
Man's
that.
not hot.
Yeah. All right. Let me see. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let me put this on Twitter. Hey, let me see who's not in here yet. Who's not in here?
A whole bunch of niggas that get lost when it comes to direction.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, man. Here you go. You starting up all that. I hate K-Maker. K-Maker said way in the hood. K-Maker said he took that W. He won't be back. He leaving on a high note. K-Maker said, Maker said he leaving on a high note. He ain't got nothing to prove.
Oh, you mean that W stands for worst? Yeah, I get it.
Hey, chill, next gen. You gonna have the? Hey, listen here, man. Hey, listen. Listen. I don't make the memes. I just use them. Thank the community from giving them to me. That's all. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
I gave you 10 extra days.
Corporate slave awards.
Yeah,
Oh shit!
Yeah, man.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Listen. I want to say this before we get started, man. Y'all guys gonna court next gen of this bag a few days ago. I had to take a few days back and Husad and reflect what I had going on with myself. and I found out that I was praying to the false God, to the wrong God. I was praying to the many-faced God from Game of Thrones. I'm back with Jesus, the Emmanuel the Baptist, and he's, you know, I mean, I ask for forgiveness, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, everybody, hey, come on, niggas, don't stoop to that level. Listen, hey, man, at some point I have to fight back. Like, Jesus, I'm human. You know what I mean? I don't bother nobody. I stay in my own lane, man. You know what I mean? All I said was get the biggest knife in the drawer. We gonna cut the bullshit out, man.
This is funny.
I gave him a chance for atonement. You know what I mean? He didn't take it. So, you know.
Yo, when I saw BG and Blonde in the same thing, I'm like, wait a minute, is this 2013 again? Like, wait, what the?
Hey,
what the
nah,
fuck?
I gave him a chance for atonement, but he came offline. That shit just pissed me off. Shit just went left. You know?
And then Hard came in. I was like, wait, what? What is this? Skype wars all over again? We going back to Skype? I'm like, oh,
hey, yo,
shit.
shout out to Hardy, man. The male manager on Glow, the female wrestling circuit, man. Came in there screaming. What? Get out of here. Fuck you mean. You know what I mean? All right, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. I'm coming. Like I said, I'm tweeting this out as we speak. I got to, man, go back to the other one. You know what I mean? Actually, let me see what's up with Mass and them jokers. Anybody, hey, Blue, any other bullies wanted to join?
Not not that I've heard.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll see them. Who in here now?
But I'll get them in here as soon as I see that they, are ready.
Okay. All right, no problem. All right, but like I said, as we're falling up in the room, you guys be so kind of hit the like button. Porter Rock, what you going on with yourself? So you're doing you're getting your schizophrenia on. You out there talking to yourself, screaming. I never heard it was the G4G video. You had the chalkboard. Professor Porter Rock, he was adding up the numbers from VG charts. What was that video about, bro?
Shit, you know what I'm saying? No, not. You know, some people, it's semester starting and people trying to complete their bachelors, so I have to do my part because, motherfuckers is paying for classes and they ain't getting the credit. So I'll be like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
You didn't know about Professor Proto? You didn't know?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got
500,000. We can do that in our sleep. Like, you was up there adding, you was adding them numbers up again. I was kind of scared for you, bro.
So this one, no. You know what I'm saying? This is the year where we gotta, like you said, we're gonna get the biggest knife out of the drawer and cut the bullshit. It's gonna be, if we're gonna talk gaming, we're gonna talk.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at us.
Yeah. But it's no crumb shit. It was just, So Worry Wart made a tweet, showing a video, a YouTube channel called G4G Media.
I never heard of him, but okay. All right.
So I guess they were on Mooch's podcast a couple of times and stuff like that.
Okay.
And Worry Wart's like, hey, just analysis of numbers, no bullshit, just analysis. So I'm like, when I hear that, you know what I'm saying, I get a hard on. Then I gotta be all right. So I'm gonna click on the video, and it was a good video, good presentation, and the numbers was factual. I never argue that the numbers were wrong. They used the numbers they got from Sony at CES 2018, right?
All right.
And my issue is how they present it in the narrative they're trying to use with the numbers. Because you could do whatever you want with numbers. You understand what I'm saying?
Hey,
you could present.
You know the saying: men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. That's what's going on.
Yeah, the numbers don't lie, but what lies is the person on how they try to use it.
Fact.
You know what I'm saying? You could use numbers in any way you want. All right. So G4G Media, I guess they had this thing saying PS4 game sales are not good this gen, right? And they use those numbers to enforce that point, right?
Okay.
So I was like, cool. The numbers are accurate, and you're making this narrative saying PS4 games is not good. So what if we use the same formula they use and apply it to other consoles, right? So I use the PS2, the Wii, and the Xbox 360. And when you use the formula, PS4 is actually doing better than all of them.
Now, what formula was this? Is it Drake equation? What formula are you talking about, Porter Rock?
So this is what they did. So Sony revealed that PlayStation sold 73 million consoles, right? And it sold 645 million games across digital and physical, right? So what they did was they took the total game sales, divided it by the console, and now you got your ratio. And the ratio ended up being 9.
All right.
Right? That's your attachment rate. Then they took that number 9 and divided it by the amount of years the PS4 was out, which is 4.
Okay.
Right? So when you did that, it comes out to about 2 games per console per year.
All right. That's not about right. That's not right?
Yeah. That's straight. Yo, the number is accurate.
Okay.
The number's true. That formula and number on how they use it is 100% correct. So I'm like, okay, cool. Let's do the same thing. And I started out with the PS2. Let's find out how the PS2 did, because PS2 is regarded as the #1 selling console of all time.
Yes, sir.
And the #1 selling selling console of all time. Right? So Sony announced that during the 11 years of PS2, it sold 1.5 billion game sales.
All right.
And 150 million consoles. So if we do the same math, 1.5 billion divided by 150 million, that's 10 games per console.
Okay.
Right? Divide that by 11 years, that's about just one game per console per year.
Yep.
So that's worse than the PS4. So now some people in the chat, well, yeah, it makes sense because PS2 was a DVD player. That's what people bought it for. I'm like, all right.
This nigga was smoking that ivory.
But I'm like, that's a cool point. So now let's use another console. And this one's gonna hit close to home for some of you guys. Let's use the Xbox 360. Now, Microsoft never revealed how many total software sales they sold, but they did say Xbox 360 had an 8.1 attach ratio. So now we still have two numbers. Microsoft officially announced in 2013, when the generation was about to end, that Xbox 360 reached 80 million game sales. And now we know
80 million?
80 million. 80 million. 80 million consoles. I'm sorry, 80 million consoles.
It's past that,
right? In 2013. Right?
It's past that though.
I know, but I'm using what they officially said in 2013, which was the end of the generation.
No, actually, you gotta Google Aaron Greenberg's tweet because they had. Yo, who that was sipping? Jesus. It had.
But I think it was Aaron Greenberg in 2013 October.
It was about 85, 86 million or something like that.
At the end of the year, but past 2013.
Okay.
Right? That's past. I'm going with when the generation ended. 80 million 2013, right? With an 8.1 attach ratio.
All right.
So doing the math, 80 million times 8.1, that's 648 million game sales at that point in time. All right? So you got 648 million games sold, 80 million consoles, 8.1 attach ratio, and at that point in time, Xbox 360 was out for 8 years because this was 2013.
Okay.
So when you do that math, Xbox 360 had one game per console per year attach ratio. So even the 360 is doing worse than the PS4. So then I asked the question, now that we have all this information.
Well, look at the years though, Puerto Rico. You add the years. The 360 was out how many years? And then the Puerto Rico, 9 years or whatever, about 9 years. Came out 2005. And they stopped production in 2014. But the PS4 has been out how many years?
4.
Okay. All right.
But the point I'm trying to say is PS4 is already surpassing 360 in game sales at half the time.
Yeah.
The point what I'm trying to make is when you compare the PS2, the PS4, and the 360, and I even use the Wii, right? I even do in the Wii.
Now the Wii stands. I mean, that was shovelware. Now people.
I'm not talking about the quality. I'm just talking software sales.
He's just using the same metrics that he used.
What I'm trying to do is I'm using the same metrics, the same data across various platforms. Okay. And when you look at the numbers, they're all similar.
Okay.
They're all close to each other. So if the PS4 is having trouble selling games, then every other console had trouble selling.
Now, are you talking about exclusives? What is
just total game sales. Total software sales.
Hey, listen, to be realistic though, Puerto Rico, most people only the casuals buy 2-3 games a year anyway. That's not too far fetched. You get the Duty, the Madden, and the 2K, or whatever, or the Destiny. That's factual, Okay. It's like I said, like I've always said before, right? Us here, that do this show and what we do, we are what you call the hardcore. You know what I mean? Even if you have a channel and say don't play no games, whatever, you get the games to keep up with the Jones to talk about the games on your channel. You know what I mean? We are what you call a very, very small slice of the pie. You know what I mean? We're not even a whole slice. The casuals far outweigh us 10-1. I mean, and when you look at it from that perspective, maybe I don't know. Were they trying to incite the fanboy war or whatever? But I don't know. Like I never seen the channel before, so I don't.
Okay, no. What they're trying to cite is Sony's having trouble selling games on the PS4, and they use this data to make that point. The problem is they never looked at the other platforms to validate that point. You know what I'm saying? You can't say something is bad if you don't show something that says this is how another platform did it good. You understand what I'm saying? Like for example, I'll use a baseball term, right? Generally, shortstops that hit 30 home runs, that's considered good.
Ariella said, "Here go next gen sidelining metrics."
I know, but here's the thing. Generally in baseball, second basemen and shortstops that hit 20 to 30 home runs, that's considered great. Even though the big home run hitters are 60, 50 home runs a year. But for a shortstop or a second baseman, 30 home runs a year is great. Why? Because generally, shortstops and second basemen are smaller, they're slender, because they're more for their defense. You don't get the big, bulky guys in those positions because they need to be fast and nimble, for the defensive. So when you got a shortstop like Alex Rodriguez hitting 40 home runs, that's fucking like phenomenal. Why? Because they compare Alex Rodriguez to other shortstops.
Now, who the hell is Alex Rodriguez?
Oh, shut the fuck up. You know what, man?
No, don't even play yourself.
Poop time! Poop time!
Excuse me.
Poop time!
Not on the air, bro. Not like that. Not on the air.
Hey, I'm listening.
Yo, cut this motherfucker's mic off.
No, listen.
Don't you play? Okay.
No.
Blue, make me a mod. I'm gonna shut this dude down.
Hey, no, listen. No,
Stop it.
I'm keeping it funky. Where I'm from, we play stickball. I ain't never watched a baseball game a day in my life.
Stickball.
This
I mean,
Yo, he's
motherfucker.
dating
gives you more
J-Lo.
reason.
He is dating J-Lo, okay? The least you can
He
do
said
is
he
give
don't
him
know
his
A-Rod.
props.
Listen,
This motherfucker.
I
He like
ain't
Alex Rodriguez.
I ain't
Yeah,
know.
right.
Alex Rodriguez is Puerto Rican
next-
uncle.
Next gen's racist ass is probably thinking, is that one of the people Trump trying to deport?
Yeah,
Nah, you gotta go, bro.
I don't know, man. I'm just saying. You know,
Yo,
names
this guy's
again. Hey, Porter, all I'm saying is at the end of the day, right? So what you're saying, I don't. Maybe they didn't want to say exclusive wise, because maybe I don't know. Maybe anyone seemed like they were coming up too fanboyish. Maybe if you look at it in an install base of what
I'll say this. It's not that they're doing fanboyish.
No, I didn't say they were.
I just think they only focus on PS4, and instead of stopping and saying, okay, we think PS4 based on these numbers doing bad, but before we push this information, we got to see who did it good. Let's look at other platforms under the same circumstance. Let's look at the 360. Let's look at the Super Nintendo. Let's look at the Wii. Let's look at the PS2.
Damn.
And if they would have done that, they would have realized, holy shit, this is actually normal.
AP Diddy.
This is,
you know
what I'm saying?
If they didn't look at the Super Nintendo, who made you like this? Who the hell got numbers for the Super Nintendo? Like, come on, people.
But the thing is, it's the same thing. If you're gonna put your information, do it right. That's all I'm saying.
What did they say was wrong though?
They're saying PS4 game sales are bad. That the console's not selling games across the spectrum. And they use these numbers to prove that point. But if that's the case, then we have to concede 360 didn't sell games either, because it did worse. PS2 wasn't selling games either, because it did worse. The Nintendo Wii wasn't selling games because it did worse. The Super Nintendo NES, at this point, almost every console that was a top seller had trouble selling games using the same exact formula they did with the PS4. So if you're not willing to admit the 360, the Super Nintendo, the PS2, the Nintendo Wii didn't have issues, then you can't say the same thing for the 4.
Listen, I'm going to say this, right? I don't know where they get those numbers from. I wouldn't even know where to begin to look. I'm just saying. So the PS4 numbers you got from PS1, Sony and Nintendo always tell their numbers in terms of hardware and software. So you could get those numbers easily. Okay.
Microsoft's the most cryptic one. But Microsoft did give out how many consoles they sold.
They did,
so they said, in fact, when they reached 80 million, it was October of 2013. They specifically said we reached 80 million consoles worldwide sales. So we got that from Microsoft, and Microsoft also said 360 software attach ratio is 8.1. So you just have to reverse the math.
Okay.
And you get your number. Math is math. My point is, if we're going to use this formula to say PS4 doesn't sell games, then let's apply that formula to other consoles, and you will see it's the same exact result. They're all similar in terms of game sales. Now I know the truth. They all sell good. The problem here is once you break 30, 40 million console sales, most of those sales are in the 60, 70, 80 million, just like you said, are casuals. And most of those guys barely buy a game a year. Then the software ratio drops down. That happens to all high-selling consoles. All of them.
And you said all games sell well? What NAC 2? 26,000?
What are you talking about?
I'm just saying you said all games sell well.
No, I'm talking about in terms of consoles.
Oh, okay. All right.
All top-selling consoles, the numbers we gave. See, you're trying to non-profit for Xbox.
No, I'm
you're
not.
killing yourself here. All right? You're killing yourself here.
Hey, bro, you just did an hour-long stream with the marker.
Yeah, and guess what?
With the marker.
Yeah, but
he had
guess
the
what?
calculator.
But guess what? I threw PS2 under the bus too, so no one can say I was a bias.
Hey, part. I didn't.
PS2 got the work too.
I didn't come in for that part. I just seen the Sharpie, the columns.
Yeah, you did because PS2 was the first console I mentioned.
I can't listen. I didn't watch your shit, nigga. I came in the last.
Yeah, you did because you were in my streams, alright?
15 minutes of the show.
Stop lying, you fucking weirdo. Ass weirdo. Stop lying.
Stinking ass weirdo.
Oh my god.
Stop lying, But the truth is, all I'm saying, across all consoles, if you use the same formula, the end results are the same.
Okay.
So if you're gonna say one console is doing bad based on this formula, then all the other ones did bad as well. You can't say PS4 is doing terrible, but PS2 is doing great, despite the fact that the math shows different. Numbers is numbers. You know what I'm saying?
So how many pieces of software did Sony sell?
For what? For what platform?
PS4.
600 and
For the PS4? Yeah. For the 4?
Yeah.
645 million.
Okay. That's not including digital. That's excluding. They didn't say.
No, everything. Total software sales.
that's a lot of games.
That is a lot.
Okay.
That is a lot.
All right. So average about 2 games a year.
2 games per console per year.
Okay. I don't know, but that's about right.
Well, Porter Rock, this is what you do, right? The 645 million titles that has sold for them. Divide that by the 73 million.
Yeah, that's 9. That's a 9. That's a 9 game attach ratio.
Is this the multiplayer podcast or what?
No,
that's a 9 game attach ratio.
I will say this.
Ultimately is this right now.
That means
Sony,
every guy that has walked out of GameStop with a PS4 has bought 9 games.
Yeah, but that's over a 4-year period. Here's the ultimate truth. Here's the ultimate info. If we're going to attach ratio, 360 is credited to have 8.1 attach ratio in his lifetime. PS4 at this current time is 9 game attach ratio. But PS2 10 game, and the Wii 9 game.
All right, but
so they're all similar.
I'm saying, but should you be factoring in how many games were released?
What?
How many games were released in a 4-year span? Shouldn't that come in your equation somewhere?
That's
no, hold up. They didn't include that. I'm going off what they did.
No, I'm just saying because that'd make it more realistic. And
I know.
That's
going to be impossible to find.
Well, it's not impossible to find how many games released between 2013 to 2018 on the PS4.
No, but nobody tracks how many titles total were
I'm telling
released.
you, listen, math is my strong subject, okay? That's the variable, and when you break that down to how many titles were released, that's what you're missing, the factor, how many games were released within a...
I'm not missing it. I'm going off their math.
No, listen, well, I'm telling you the correct math, because you did an hour show. If you calculate how many games were released between 2013 to 2018 now that we in, and then that number, that's the reason why they say that the game is...
No, because I'm going to call bullshit because nobody has that number. Who has that number?
How many games were released? That's easy.
Okay, yeah, no, go ahead, tell me. What's the number then? Go look it up. Tell me. No one tracks that number.
No one, fuck next gen.
Nobody, no shit crooked. Nobody goes out and say,
released
1,000 games, 10,000 games were released.
The PS4. That's not hard. What's the PlayStation 4?
He said their math ain't shit.
Yeah, okay. There are currently 1,712 games that have been released on the PlayStation 4.
Okay.
No one tracks that number. Porter, don't start this shit.
Where you see that?
Mr. Share my screen. Listen, we ain't gonna start this shit, okay?
All right, so let's say whatever voodoo site you used. All right, so you got 1,000 games. All right, no, okay. All right, so you got 1,000 games released. So,
1,712.
Okay, so now explain the math behind that. Then how would you use that with 600? Okay, well you said
what you would do? Okay.
All right. So now what's next? Now that you have that number, what do we do next?
How many games were released? Then how many counts you would fucking divide? That's 600. Well, how many pieces of software do you have? How many pieces of software was?
Okay, 645 million sold.
All right, so you divide that 17, whatever it was, into that, and then you do the ratio between that and how many consoles were sold. That you have to, well, not have to, but to your math, what you're saying, not that good or maybe not this good or whatever. You have to have how many games were released. Say that number you have is 670.
All right, so 600. So let's do this. So let's do this. 645 million, right?
It doesn't even matter. Forget the exact number.
But how many games were released? You said
17. Someone wasn't here. 17.
12.
12. Listen, just say this right. Hear me out. let's say if that number you're saying they sold over 600 pieces of software, whatever the case.
Oh no, I'm gonna tell. No, I'm gonna do what you're doing real quick. So 645 million games sold, right?
Okay.
That's where we are now, right? Divided by, you said 17.
12.
12?
Yeah.
That equals 376,752 per title. Is that number bad?
I
don't know. I don't know.
Compared to the install base? Yeah.
No, I don't know. But I'm saying, do we can? All right, so let's find out another console that did it better.
Hold. You got?
Like,
you ready for your L?
This is
Go
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Talking. So, are you ready for your L?
Go ahead.
Did you not just do an hour-long stream last month? 500,000. We can do that in our sleep.
Yeah.
So 312. So now you see where we come from. So, but listen, you my man. I'm gonna put you.
But let me ask you this. Here's the thing. No. But here's the thing. All right. Give me a console that did it better.
Look at him. All these silly looks on his faces. All right. I'm just saying. 312,000. You got a 70 million.
300. Okay, but give me a
somebody
console.
need to pass my wrap it up box.
I'm saying, give me a console.
Hey,
here's the problem. Give me a console. Give me an example.
I don't even care about any other console. But you have a 70+ million install base, right? Right?
Yeah.
Okay. 312,000. It was 312,000, right?
376.
Now you wanted to divide that. I tried to move past this fucking subject, but you take your L gracefully, okay?
No, you're gonna have to
You're
prove
wrong.
to me 376 is a bad number. Do it for 360.
I don't care.
Oh, because you know if we did it for 360, I guarantee.
Google it.
All right.
I don't care.
We're doing that.
I'm not here arguing about the numbers, but I'm just saying you just did an hour-long stream last month, screaming up and down that 500,000. Y'all can do that in your sleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
for one specific game.
Okay, then.
But the average game is not going to sell 2 million out of 1,000 games. That's impossible. No console ever did that.
Hashtag move on.
Okay, I'm just saying. All right. you ain't gonna bother to pull a D and try to slip this L all you want.
No, you running away. I don't care about any other console. It's because you know the truth. You know, if we did that to
it's not about the truth. I don't care.
What? It's not about the truth? What?
No, I'm just saying. Men lie, women lie. Like I said, numbers don't lie. That's all I'm saying. You're arguing the fact that these numbers they are pretty good on the people. I said I think you're missing one key factor. You got to go by how many games were released. That's all. That's all I said. And now maybe you can see why. And not even.
All right. Okay. No. I got it. So thanks for helping me. So for Xbox 360, 1,100.
Hey, Chad, can I get a
Okay, as I was saying, right? I'm not saying who's bad or good.
No. You
I'm
fucked
just
up.
getting. I didn't fuck up. I'm just
let's
saying.
say 648 million, because that's why Xbox 360. And you fucked it up. All right.
How many pieces of software were sold?
And then we divide 1194.
How many pieces of software were sold on the 360?
All right. What happened?
How many pieces of software were sold on the 360?
648 million.
As of when?
Nigga, did you just bring out a calculator? What's going on here? This is the multiplayer podcast.
But I'm just saying, Porter, right? Because also, to be fair, the 360 is still selling software.
Okay. Oh no! Here we go. Here goes this bullshit.
Madden doesn't
Because
release
it's crossplay.
So technically, so is the fucking PS3. If we're gonna do that, like, come on, bro.
I'm just saying.
No.
You can't buy Madden on the 360. You can't buy 2K on the 360. Hey, I'm just saying. Hey,
now we go to the bullshit.
No, it's not. It's the fact though. But shall I digress? So anyway, all day, what's going on with you, good brother?
Wow, that was all from the intro?
It's all from the intro. That's how we do it on the multiplayer.
Man? What's good, man? What's good?
Porter right now don't like him. He also got all my money, piece of shit.
What's happening with you, man? How you been living? How's your week
Everything
going?
copacetic. Have you be starting a lot of shit in these gaming streets, Porter? I mean, all day. What's going on with you, man?
Oh man, you know what it is, man.
Now
You know,
listen.
your boy, that's your boy. That's your man.
Hey, listen. Now listen, you guys. No, listen. You know, I'm honest with my audience here. You got into a heated argument off the air last week on the multiplayer. It ended.
Oh, yeah, that shit was lit.
Now, listen. I'm not gonna say who, but somebody hit the record button during that show by accident.
Right.
So don't be surprised if you see an ejecto cuz come out releasing these streets pretty soon. You know what I mean? But
you know me.
Accident.
I mean,
it was an accident.
Oh yeah, I remember. It's cool though. I mean, I don't say nothing stupid, so you know I'm watching my motherfucking mouth.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. You know, I'm not saying I would do that. You know, I mean, you got some pieces of shit that be running around the multiplayer. You know what I mean? I've been by accident. Someone came back to me was like, Nick, I made sure to get the record. You made sure to get the record button. Them brothers was talking in confidence. Like, what the hell? Let me hear it.
Oh, that's
shit.
all good. Oh, shit.
This is YouTube Gold
You
right
just
here.
started something.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? This was
No, it's
YouTube
all
Gold
good.
here. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But,
yeah. It was great.
yeah, man, my man K Meg. I'm just making sure because K Meg ain't come back this week, so I don't know what the hell going on. I don't know what's going on. I'm just
This nigga
checking.
rose up like the Undertaker. Yeah, you know what I mean. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. All right. Hey, who else we got here? J Dubs, you in here?
Yo.
What's going on, good brother? What's going on? How everything got with you?
Everything good, man. Everything copacetic.
That nigga, hey, J Dub's the only nigga in the community that's pre-ordered them cardboard boxes already.
You damn skippy.
Wait.
Already.
Lord.
Just bullshit.
Lord.
Bullshit.
Lord. Listen, I want to say this,
I'm
right?
Going straight, hey, I'm going straight to Walmart and get my box.
Wait, hold on. They're selling those boxes?
Not they about to in March, I think.
Hey,
Right?
hey,
I thought it was a
you can
joke.
already pre-order them on Amazon.
Wait, I thought
Yeah.
that was a joke.
it's
No,
not.
it's
It's
real,
number
bro.
one on Amazon right now. Number one. Those boxes.
For a cardboard box?
$80 cardboard box, bro.
Hey, yo, listen, if I see any, wait, hold on. Hey, Obi-Wan, I'm about to text this nigga right now. I'm letting him right now, but I see him unboxing the cardboard box. If I see him unboxing the box on his channel, I told him,
He's unboxing a box of a box.
hey, yo, hold on, I'm about to text him right now. I wish I could see my phone. But, nigga, if I catch you unboxing that box on your channel, I'm done. I thought it was a joke that somebody made. I didn't know that was for real. I thought IGN was just
The
trolling.
cardboard box? That shit is real.
Hey, I
Yo.
guarantee you that shit gonna be successful. Guarantee. I guarantee it.
Yo, they want
It's
$80 for a
Nintendo,
box.
man. Yeah, it's Nintendo.
Yes.
I could say
They
you said
already-
$20, $19 or something.
That's just $80.
It's $80.
No, it's ridiculous.
Hey, they already got knockoffs hitting eBay already.
Yo, that's crazy. Like,
Flip said he's selling Cheerios boxes for half that price. Go get them.
hey,
You about to see an inflation of cereal boxes.
hey, now listen.
Boxes
Motherfucking
are gonna
Frosted
go up in
Flake.
price?
Yep. $10 for a box of Cheerios. Nobody don't want that sugarless shit.
Hey, now listen. Hey, listen. Now you know I give Nintendo a hard time, right?
gosh.
You know, not that I give them a hard. I just want Nintendo. Like I said, I remember the days when Nintendo were great, in my opinion, right? This Nintendo is a form of shell of itself. Like, you know, I remember it was all about graphics and had great third parties. But when I say that, they act like they don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Maybe they're too young to know what I'm talking about. Maybe I like to be showing my age. But, you know, even like I said, you know, and I'm going to get this real shit here. I'm going to say this again. It's not that, well, I do hate them now. But even with the Wii U, I bought every goddamn game for that Wii U that came out that holiday season. And my biggest thing with the Wii U wasn't the lack of power. Of course, we all like power. But it even the online, you know, I like the online. Like, even I'm online now, I'm talking to you guys. It felt like I was taking a step back and couldn't do the things that I was normally used to doing on Xbox Live in 2002. And people say, you know what, you got to give Nintendo a chance. This is their X, Y, and Z. I'm like, come on, like, listen, Xbox, let me tell you something. They didn't have to reinvent the wheel. You see what Sony did when when PlayStation 3 came out? That network was dog shit. About 2 years, they had a store, everything. You know, you don't have to reinvent the goddamn wheel. Microsoft gave you a pattern, a blueprint. You add on to that and keep it moving. Then it comes out with you couldn't think they get worse. Then they come out with the Switch. You need a goddamn cell phone app to communicate online with a friend code. And they think I'm bugging? Like, I listen.
And now we skipping plastic to go back to cardboard? Oh shit.
Listen, Nintendo. I mean, I blame niggas like you. I told you not to buy that dog shit. That's crazy, man. Yo, they want $80 for a cardboard. What are you?
No, that shit's gonna sell though. That's the sad part.
It's sad,
Look,
man.
you're gonna see Fisher Price, Lego, Mega Blocks, all these dudes make their own renditions of a box in a box. That's what you're gonna see.
That's
I
crazy.
don't have a problem
That's genius,
with
though.
I don't have a problem with the actual item. I have a problem with the price. You know, because I think it's smart of them to be innovative and try and do something different with the you know, because I mean, think about it. What have they done already? They had all these plastic, you know, amiibo, right, and everything else with the Legos, things that you can add on into the Wii. All that stuff did well, so they know what they're doing, and it's just saving them money. To be honest, if you think
But
about
charging
it,
$80, I mean $25 for a cardboard. That's cool.
I think it's. I don't agree with the price. They're trying so hard, but I mean, it's Nintendo, right? That's what we expect from them.
Yeah, but some of y'all that were born in the 80s act like y'all don't remember Pet Rock. They used to sell the Pet Rocks, a damn rock.
Listen.
And your job was to just give it a name and take care of it.
Guess what, Creek? Guess what? That's a durable rock, brother.
Oh.
It ain't gonna break.
Hey, yo, all I got to say is this, all right?
All right, wait, next gen.
Yeah.
Say if your daughter wanted it, right?
Yeah,
Look, listen.
Okay.
How much would you spend? Max, minimum to max, maximum dollar.
Maximum dollar for that box there?
Yep.
First of all, she's 7. She's gonna spend some drink on it, some Kool-Aid, some juice boxes.
And
gonna
it's done.
smell. Yeah, I'm not spending $80 on no box.
But no one. What's a reasonable price for you though?
$20 if that.
$20.
With it painted or whatever the hell. Like, come on, that's crazy. Like somebody need to call Consumer Affairs, like the Better Business Bureau.
This is what I want to know. What guy thought of this idea and went in that boardroom and pitched that shit to CEO? And who greenlit? Somebody was like, "Man, it's a great idea. We can make a lot of money on boxing."
Crazy.
The idea is not a bad idea. The idea in itself is a good one. It saves them money and everything. What's bad is the pricing. Like,
Nah, I know what happened. Ice Cube walked in the board meeting. He was like, "Man, what you got for it? I think y'all should get a box."
Hey, hold on. We got MVP about to join the show. Hey, Blue, send me another link, please, to the Discord. The other one expired, and I'm gonna send it to MVP so you can hop on today. Damn, we got a throwback today. We got the Black Jew about to join us. And he's a huge Nintendo fan. He about to join for this L.
That nigga gonna be podcasting in a box right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Hey, you didn't get these from me. What you said? What? I got some. What the hell is this? Oh shit.
checking your DMs
Okay.
during the show. Excuse me?
Yeah, hell yeah. I got you, baby. You sent me the code?
It's in the. Do you want me to? It's in the chat. Do you want me to?
And what chat? No, yeah. This send it to me on Twitter. I got the Twitter up or Facebook.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sending it to you on everything. There. Look.
Scrambling.
Oh, all
It's
right.
happening.
All right. All right.
Ay Dios.
Yeah. So anyway, that's like I don't know. That's to me, like I said, you know what's crazy? I did a video, right? And I said that Nintendo was bad for gaming, and they cursed me out. Now you see why. Now you see what the hell I'm talking about. Now you see exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Like, this is bananas. This is what's called taking advantage of your consumer, your fans. Man, could you imagine people complain said Microsoft was overcharging for the Elite controller, $150, and here you got Nintendo charging $80 for a box. Come on, man. That is what you call sheer lunacy. Hold up, my man. MVP said, "What is Discord? Don't start if you take your nose off that goddamn."
Yo, fam, hey lad, what's Discord?
Yeah,
I reckon using this new shit.
Yeah. You don't know what you're talking about. What's Discord, man? There you go. You put that.
I disconnected my code already, man.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Oh yeah, there you go. My man D said he in the hospital. He ain't feeling too well.
Shit.
Them
They cut his dreads off.
Them cooticals got his ass. All them L's.
Shit.
All them
What did you
L's.
say was training?
The motherfucker's trying to kiss a goat.
He better put. He owes me $20 in his will.
Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
D ain't pay you yet?
No.
Wait. Hold the phone. Wait, we talking about man that sells the $10,000 TVs and got the stocks in Bitcoin? He ain't give you that $20 yet?
Nope.
Oh man, I shouldn't have paid your ass then. Goddamn.
Yeah.
When we gonna see that video? Jesus.
Oh,
He said,
shit.
maybe he forgot. I don't know. Maybe he forgot.
Hey, Flip said D got attacked by a 720p TV.
Oh shit. Y'all joking.
Let it go of me.
He said, I must disagree. Zaire, no. Nintendo gonna do the right.
I figure.
A box from Nintendo, punch yourself in the face.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
maybe I'm thinking he's paying for his income taxes and shit. I don't know.
I don't know what D did doing. Hey, man, who's Maslin?
Yes, sir.
Hey, listen, like I said, I was literally at the police station all goddamn day today, right? Literally. With that being said, not telling too much of my business, I thought this Nintendo box was a joke. I thought it was.
It is a joke.
I mean, no, I
a true statement.
No, I thought this was a
He thought it was fake.
Yeah, I thought it was fake. Like
Fake-
I
fake
thought
news.
A spoof.
Yeah, because I was, when my lawyer came. Long story short, I was looking at my phone off and on, You know what I mean? And I saw it on Twitter, and I seen J-Wag. J-Wag is, J-Wag's a rebel without a cause. Where you at, J-Wag? You said you wasn't on today. I thought it was just joking. I seen Blue and Brian going back and forth. I really thought it was a joke.
Whoa. First of all, don't spread misinformation. I was not going back and forth with freaking Devil Dog.
Oh, there you go.
He was arguing with himself.
Okay.
And I was laughing.
All right. Whatever the case may be. But I thought it was a joke. Like, literally. You know what I mean? And I didn't know that Nintendo really was trying to sell someone a cardboard box for $80.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah. They don't care, bro. As soon as the Switch was successful, they was like, we get away with anything.
Yeah,
that's exactly what happened. It was like, we can sell these motherfuckers whatever we want. They gonna buy it because they got Switches.
What I just feel like hopefully people, this is like wishing, like I don't think it's gonna happen because people buy anything these days. But like if people don't buy it, maybe they'll lower the prices.
People are gonna buy it. They're gonna buy it. People are 100% gonna buy it.
I remember.
Make a difference here.
No, I remember the Wii Fit board. That shit was like $150, and that shit sold $30 million.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That shit sold more than Mario. That shit sold more than Mario Odyssey Galaxy.
Motherfuckers using that to cut steaks.
Like, yo, Wii Fit. Like, that's what we doing? We buying Wiis to exercise?
Yeah,
like, what? What are we doing here?
Yeah.
My wife bought that.
Didn't they use it for a skateboard game or something?
Yeah, I don't
damn time.
You know what? I mean, I don't know. That's. Are there any Nintendo fans in the comment section or anybody YouTube channel that's defending this? That's
again. Punch yourself in the face.
Go look at Zobi. We're gonna check out Zobi's shit.
Punch yourself in the right in the face, like run into a wall.
Wait, Zobi said he's gonna
first, no helmet.
Wait, Zobi said this was cool.
No, I don't know, but if anyone is, it's gonna be him.
I thought Zobi was a Sony dude. He's a Nintendo.
Oh shit, you know better than that, bro.
I didn't know.
More. Hey, seducing vocal said D swallowed a rising chip and sent it straight to the hospital. Yeah, man, I heard it's good for your diet, man.
Yeah.
I know. Look, people in chat are saying that like it's supposed to be for kids and things like that. Like we're missing the point.
And
it makes sense that it's for children. It makes sense that it's for children to be imaginative. I understand that. What I don't understand is why they think that they can charge that much for something that A is not durable, and B, if it's for children, then we know it's going to get messed up, right? So they should be making a durable product, correct or incorrect?
No, you're right. But this is why I'm assuming it's $80. It comes with the software. It comes with the game. That you use all this stuff with, so it comes with the game. So you got to give that at least $20 worth of value.
No,
but that box probably cost them like 80 cents each. Like,
yeah, well, they show what was in the kit, right?
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of different parts and boxes and stuff that you have to kind of break out. Obviously, you got your rubber bands. You have these other little metal pieces. And so
you got Crayolas markers.
It's a kit. No, because a lot of people think it's just one box.
No, it comes with a few. Yeah, look, I can put I'll post.
And I think when they sold the trailer, didn't they show like little chips on the side of each corner of the box?
Yeah,
there's little chips, I guess.
Yeah, it's things to do with it. I'm not defending it. I think it's crap. It's crazy for the price. But knowing Nintendo, every time you bet against them, they come out and do something that you laugh at, and they turn around and sell bazillion copies.
Yeah, it's gonna sell because people are stupid. Period. General public is dumb. They gonna see a box, and their kids gonna be like, I want the box. And me, I'd be like, we're gonna go to Walmart. We're gonna get this $3 goddamn box. You get any size you want. You get a cute one. Get a small one, get a large one.
Smash, my nigga.
Put your Joy-Cons right in the side of this motherfucker.
It's already bad enough we got these Hatchimals, right? That you buy a toy and you gotta wait to play with it.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing here?
But those sold to the point where people were like,
Hatchimals was the most sold toy.
They were selling them for like money on eBay, like money. Right. So I mean, look, I'm not even gonna look. I know that Nintendo, they know what they're doing. You got to give them props for that. They know how to make money.
Look,
it doesn't cost them that much to make, guys.
No. What happened was somebody at Nintendo, somebody at Nintendo just had a baby over the holidays, right?
Man.
They had their kid open up a toy. They threw the toy to the side and play with the box.
Yeah.
And that's
how it is.
exactly what happened.
Children do that, yeah.
Bruh,
Yeah, they do.
I don't doubt that at all, bro. I don't doubt that at all.
That's exactly what happened. I have an idea.
But listen, how you like people? Listen. I don't know. I'm a equate this, and when people had that whole Microsoft will destroy gaming and DRM and all this shit, what are gamers gonna do? Are they gonna put their foot down and boycott this shit here? Like this is
Nintendo. Z, you can't.
shit me.
Nah, it's gonna sell.
Listen,
No,
I just text. Listen, I don't have many friends when it comes to this YouTube thing, and I will consider Obi-Wan a cool cat, a friend of mine. You know what I mean? At least a very good associate, to say the least, right? Because I would throw this nigga on the bus if I see him unboxing this goddamn box on his channel. Nigga, no, we ain't about to do this. Like, come on, man. You should start taking a step back to the like. What's next? Like my man put in the comments.
Paper.
Nintendo gonna be selling the $80 bags and shit. Like this is like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the next gen Nintendo is innovative. I don't see nothing innovative about the Switch whatsoever. I'm sorry, I don't.
No, I do.
It's not innovative.
What's it been done already before? Like, what's new? What's innovative about it? Please explain to me here.
I mean, the removable controllers hasn't been done before.
What?
No,
Right.
You didn't see that little tablet
For a
that little-
portable console.
No, I'm saying you didn't see that little port that the other company now that's Sony Nintendo, whatever the hell you call
That
it.
shit garbage. He's gonna play some bullshit games. Man, come on.
It played the major third party games for that time, the Assassin's Creeds or whatever. Listen. Maybe I don't care. I don't care for Mario like that. It's not that serious to me. I'm not spending
Assassin's Creeds.
Yeah,
Yeah,
did.
you heard that?
Yeah, but I'm just saying I'm not spending $300 to play Mario. It's not that serious to me. You know,
It's not for you,
Right.
but there's a lot of
Yeah.
people that do.
I do, but I'm just saying. But you see what you get though when you support shit like this. You need a cell phone app. Listen, everyone here has. This is the problem I have with Nintendo, right? Maybe you guys can feel my brain, right? All right, growing up or whatever, either you had the Genesis or you had the Super Nintendo. You were fine with either one. Either one you were cool with, right? In today's climate in gaming, so whatever the case, $300, right? You can get you a PS4 Slim, an Xbox One S or whatever for $200, $250, right? Whatever the case may be, still cheaper than this, and you're fine either way, right? But you can't just own a goddamn Switch for $300. Sell a paid app and you can't even do call waiting? Like, this is bananas. What do you mean? This is regressing. How you say ejecto, cuz? And I can't support that. And I'm from the mindscape, like, you know what I mean? If you want things to change to go better, if you want them to compete, because people say, you know what? We don't like Nintendo by the power. Because remember all those rumors that came, they all full of shit. Remember the rumors that came out that the Switch was going to be on par with the Pro. You had Obi-Wan doing his video. You had Dr. Trey, XBL hyping it up, right? So when they came out with this underpowered dog shit, oh, it's all right. It's the IPs. Get the fuck out of here. Be honest, man. If you want them to fucking change, they need to get their goddamn teeth kicked in. Like, this ain't the answer, Sway. And like again,
Next gen.
Talk to me.
Check this out.
Talk to me.
Check this out, bro.
Talk to me.
I hear what you're saying, right?
Do you really? Look at
Dude,
them.
I hear you.
Nigga with the silly looks on your faces. What are we saying here?
I hear you, but this is the thing.
Talk to me.
That motherfucker Switch done sold 1.5 million
Okay.
last month.
Okay.
So obviously nobody, I hear you, but obviously nobody else is listening because these guys are going out buying this thing in droves.
You know what?
An underpowered system
All right.
that doesn't have the big Call of Duties and all the big, third-party games and stuff. And yet, most people don't care.
No.
They are still going out buying this thing like hotcakes.
Okay, listen.
So what does that say about gaming? What does that say?
Listen, I want you to say that first line. You said no one's listening to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It sounds kind of familiar. Wasn't it odd that said these new next consoles was coming out? No one was listening to me then, right? Wasn't it odd that said that Microsoft need to make new games outside of such and such? No one listened, right?
Yeah.
Eventually they'll catch on. You know what I mean? Eventually they'll catch on. You know what I mean? And it's and maybe too late. I'm being real. Basically, I'm a gamer. I play on everything, right? Mm-hmm. And I know what I wouldn't even have a problem with the Switch or whatever if they said this is with their dedicated handheld. I wouldn't have any problem, right? But this one, they're saying that this is not the successor to the 3DS, that they're coming out with a successor to the 3DS.
Yeah.
So what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like, so
they've already said, Z.
Mm-hmm.
They just came out and said, look, we can't compete on the 4K 60 frame mark. If we did that, we would have been out of business. They already conceded they're not even going to try to attempt to match power for power with Microsoft.
They can, though.
No,
You got to realize
they can't.
Nintendo. The only thing Nintendo does is make games. They're not like Sony, which make movies and all kind of other stuff. It's not like
And
Microsoft.
that's why there's
that has
no
all
more
this stuff.
excuses. And you know what? You're proving my point because listen to your example, right? Remember when the Wii U came out and they said that they didn't know making HD games was so goddamn difficult? This is Nintendo talking. All you have to make is games. You're right, nothing else but games.
Like, here's the reality. With Nintendo, at one point they were doing that, and the consoles were selling worse year over year. That's the truth.
What's you
Yeah,
mentioned the
with
other
64.
With every console they were making, it was
Alright.
getting worse, and even the Super Nintendo sold less than the Nintendo Entertainment System, and there was nothing wrong with that.
No,
There was nothing wrong with the Super NES. There was nothing.
you
We can't say
No, listen.
all disc CDs.
No,
nothing.
listen, you know what the
It
problem
still
was?
sold less.
You know what the problem was with Nintendo? The reason why
What?
I ended up selling less? It's always been Nintendo's policies. Remember when you got that I remember I got Mortal Kombat for my Super Nintendo, and I didn't have no fucking blood.
Yep.
It's always been Nintendo's policy. Even with the Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64 was more powerful than the PS1, I'm sorry. But what happened? They wanted to stay with cartridges instead of go with fucking DVD discs like the rest of the goddamn industry. It's always been Nintendo's policies. Not so much as the hardware. Become the fun because the Wii was actually supposed to be an attachment for the goddamn GameCube. You know what I mean? It's always been Nintendo's policy, even with the GameCube. They came out and said that we would never have a game like Grand Theft Auto on our console. It's not for kids to play. This, you know what I mean? This was Grand Theft Auto 3, and and when it became the phenomenon that it was, you know what I mean, back then.
So let me ask you this: if it's Nintendo policies, how come that hasn't impacted the handheld sector?
Because it's the two different type of consumers.
No, but I'm saying,
Hold on. It is.
I want to say it's too opposite because a lot of people who buy Nintendo also buy their handhelds.
Right,
Hold
but
on.
the handhelds are 100% targeted towards somebody 7 and under. They try to make their systems targeted for everybody.
All right, hold on. Hey, Blue, you see somebody try to join the Discord? That's MVP.
Okay.
You see him?
Mago.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, add him to chat.
I think the fine line between handheld and console is just whether you prefer if you like handhelds or not. I don't think there is an age group or whatever. I
Shit,
think
me.
I think adults play handhelds just as much as consoles. It's just whether you like handheld gaming or not.
Wait,
That's really it. It's
you
just
think-
a taste.
You think
Like I don't like handheld gaming.
No, wait. I mean, I bought a PS Vita and PSP.
Okay.
It was cool. I don't.
I
use
didn't
them
even like
every day.
those platforms.
I didn't. I
what I'm
like the
saying?
fighters on them. You know what I mean? But I don't.
No.
I don't
I just think once Nintendo saw what they did with the Wii, they're not gonna go back to a normal standard console. They're always gonna try something crazy because the Wii is their most successful console financially for them by far. By far is it doesn't matter who it got sold to. At the end of the day, it's Nintendo's perception of what they get out of it, and Wii is the most successful whole console for them.
All right, but
And that's all they're gonna try to capture.
Wait, I'm just going. I want to go back to what you said about their handhelds. If you look at the demographic of their handhelds, it's children. It's children. It's kids. I'm just being real. You have some diehard Nintendo fans that don't fucking game on the 3DS. You know what I mean? I know a few of them in the community. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not gonna throw them under the bus and fuck their money up. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? They don't game on. You know what I mean? It's targeted towards children. Look at the commercials. Like, come on, really?
But isn't Nintendo been targeted for children also on a console level? They don't release adult-oriented games that much.
Nah, but they target the nostalgia factor in the adult sector, in their console sector. They target nostalgia. In the handheld sector, they target children. 100% children. They want your kids to buy this thing. Buy this for your kids.
Yeah,
They
but it'd be a lot. It'd be a
your
lot of grown
family-
ass. It'd
They
be a
want
lot
your
of-
family. It do, but they want your family to buy their console, and they'll play on your nostalgia. They want your kids to be playing the handhelds, because the stigma, whether we agree with it or not, the stigma for handheld gaming will always maintain. Some people don't care, and they'll continue to do it, but grown-ups, quote unquote, being out and about with the handheld, there's a stigma. So they veer away from that. Marketedly, they say, here, buy this for your kids, no one cares. Buy this for your home, quote unquote, and you can have all the nostalgia you want. You can play the Mario that you've had since you were 8. Like they target that for their home consoles and target children for the for the handhelds.
You know what? With the Switch, Nintendo they've already admitted, they've already said that they're targeting the Switch as a companion or a secondary console. It's not gonna be someone's main console that they game.
Right.
Yeah, there are a couple of people out there that don't care for the hardcore stuff, but it is like if you have a PlayStation or if you have an Xbox, you'll go and grab that Switch. So when you're on the go, I mean, you can play NBA 2K, WWE 2K, you can play Doom. I mean, there's some stuff out there to play. So I mean, it's the niche. I mean, where else can you play it on the go? You know what I'm saying? So this is what they delivered, and thing is selling like hotcakes.
I mean,
this thing projecting going forward. This thing is projecting this year to be right up there with the Xbox One. So this is how their projections are going. This is what they're trying to target.
You hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay, he's in.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, we
There
can
we
hear you.
go. Yeah, we hear
Okay,
you.
what's up, MVP?
Yeah. What's
My
up?
man, the Black Jew. What's going on, my brother? You didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on you. What's going on, my man? Listen, I haven't listened. Maybe I haven't. You haven't been on the show in a while, but that's the way that I do them now on the Discord. So if you have the Discord, you don't have to wait for a link. Just come in and you can hop in on the show. Okay.
Okay.
Nintendo with this box. What are your thoughts? I know you've been a huge Nintendo supporter thus far. You all about the Switch. Switch.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
On what exactly, sir?
On the cardboard box.
The cardboard box.
$80 cardboard box.
Oh,
Nintendo Labo.
On that Labo, to be honest,
Yeah,
to
please.
be
Nigga, do tell. Huh?
For the it's no good for the game. I'm not gonna lie. As a core gamer, I was kind of disappointed. But yeah, as a man who just reached 35, just thinking about starting a future family and all that shit.
So you need that box to pack your shit in just because your old lady throw you out there. My man, thinking about the future. This what you saying? Is this what you saying, nigga? Now listen, you ain't been up. Don't come and get no L. You ain't been up here in a minute, bro. Now talk to me. It's a man thinking towards his future in this box. What's going on with this box, bro?
No, just thinking about it, it is another one of their quirky get out of the box ideas that could work and stuff like that. Now, $70 for cardboard, I'm not exactly sure about that. 80, Jesus Christ, you Americans have money. Yeah, for me.
One is 80, the other one is 70. Yeah. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, I can't. You just said it, I'm the Black Jew. I can't. My Jewish pride won't allow me to spend $80 for cardboard box. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real. It is a good idea. We can't lie and say that's not a good idea. The kind of thing that we could all laugh at now and shit like that, and then in the next year's time, everyone's trying to do it and stuff like that. So it's a bit fucked up and stuff like that. But I do see some kind of merit in there. There is a merit in it and shit like that. Do you know what I'm saying? But for me personally, I'm not so sure.
Will we look back years from now and remember Nintendo for being that fucking company that tried to sell us a damn cardboard box?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Like we go back and be like, remember Horse Armor? That's how all this DLC shit started. When we out here buying $150 cardboard boxes for our home consoles, remember this time when y'all was like, I saw it. It was a good idea for them to sell cardboard boxes.
And my man Ib said, fucking BGST boxes. Y'all, listen, I'm about to get some boxes together. I ain't lying, Jack. What J Wags? J Wags up here?
We just gonna
Do
paint
you
on.
think that there'll be like
Get some crayons and scribble on these bitches.
actually you can color them.
No, I'm talking about the BGSC boxes.
Oh God.
Yeah,
No comment.
We gotta go to Walmart and then we just gonna get a box of Crayolas and scribble on these bitches and sell these motherfuckers.
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. If I knew they were about to do this, man, I'm sure would have invested in some damn boxes. God damn.
I know motherfuckers that Microsoft and Sony are just looking at Nintendo like, for real, you guys are now to put cardboard, and here's the thing, niggas is gonna buy that shit. Niggas is gonna buy that
It's
I
sad.
guarantee you, Sony is gonna put some shit for
Sony
VR.
is coming. Yeah.
For VR,
Look.
they are coming with a cardboard box for a VR game. 100%.
Sony's gonna have rubber, Microsoft's gonna have plastic, Nintendo will be cardboard.
Hey, yo, hold up though. Here's the question though: will you be able to insure this box? Like, I put insurance on all my gadgets.
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Will you be able to put insurance on this? That's the main other question.
Buy the replacement player for your box.
And that's crazy, man. And let me go to Amazon, man. Like,
$80 is cheap. It's a complex set of diagrams. Legos sell all the time.
At least that's plastic,
yes, but Legos, when you step on a Lego, your ass is gonna cry if you're barefoot, right?
Right. If you pay
step
$80
on this
for a
box,
your ass
that shit is gonna
cry.
be crushed, papito. So
Hey,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait,
Hey,
hold on.
Snoop.
I'm about to
Hey,
ban his
Snoop,
ass in the chat. Who said that?
Hey, Snoop would have loved this shit. Fuck your foot, little nigga. I hate you. I hate you too.
Wait, it's number 2 on Amazon.
I told you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, people
told
gonna
you.
buy this trash, bro. I don't know.
Okay, so my question is, are there going to be other companies that make
Nintendo
like
label robot.
Yes, you know it's gonna be
Third
It's gonna be
party
a
box.
Mad Catz box in like 12 minutes. Like,
Because I feel like
Mad Catz is gonna be selling boxes.
Hey, wait, hold up. They got the
Razor boxes.
They got the Nintendo label robot. It's a label
Man, we
robot.
can't share screen videos, can we? Because I was gonna show one of the projects Nintendo had
Oh,
installed.
no, you can't show that. You can
this
flag.
box.
Remember that last multiplayer we did, and I showed the ad
Oh,
for that
shit.
for that new 2D 3DS.
yeah, they don't play it on YouTube.
They flagged my video for that.
Yeah.
Me just looking at the new the new version of a 3DS ad that was on Twitter. They flagged the video.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
I
even the
can't.
video. I did a video where I just went through the direct. I showed still images, and I still got a fucking hit.
Yeah, I just
Really?
Nintendo bad for the culture.
Nintendo don't play that. Yeah, Nintendo don't play that.
Yo, Z, check your phone.
Oh yeah, it's really not really what it's. This is crazy though. It's not.
Man,
really
they don't play games. They're just like
Yeah, I know.
can't-
Wait, hold on. All right, hold on.
not just a
I gotta
box.
get the display capture up there. Wait, hold on. Display capture.
Oh, Shaurino. Wait, how would I do it anyway?
bunch
Yeah.
of broke people.
In fact, I'll send you the link and you show it.
He has to he'll show it on his end.
But I gotta go to the display capture, right? And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you, Dina.
display capture.
You can DM him on Twitter.
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you, and then you can show.
So Renz is in the chat and he's upset with us because we're laughing at the boxes. Renz, I'm sorry. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, okay?
I do.
But
I'm
Renz, like
not
you
laughing.
can't even lie. Like we understand it's not just the box; it comes with a software. But $80, Renz?
Damn.
$80, Renz?
God
Damn.
Look, 2018.
That software is only $25 worth.
That
of software.
software is
Listen.
not. Come on.
2018, Christmas time. You're walking down the aisle. Your nephew, niece, son, daughter, they wanted the box. You grab the box. You walk to the register. The whole time you plotting like you want to slide this motherfucker in the tile section. Because you know this shit going to be broke within the 2-day period. 48 hours is done. It's done.
For real.
Kids
You know
are very,
what-
very rough on toys, man.
Yo, is that shit? Is that shit water treated? You know
That's
what I'm
what I'm
saying? Is it water resistant? Motherfucker gonna
Look,
spill their quarter
If, a
waters
kid,
on that
if I
shit.
had somebody in my family that really wanted it, bro, I head straight to Michael's and get that shit laminated. Facts.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
I don't give a damn if it's somebody in my family that really wants it. You ain't getting an $80 box. I don't give a damn. I got $80 to throw away. I'm not getting the $80 box. That shit ain't happening.
Oh, that's fucked up. They said
They said down the toilet before I buy you an $80 box.
they said Nintendo's gonna sell a dick in a box. Oh, that's fucked up, bro.
Oh, come on. It's for the kids. What are you doing? What's happening?
What's going on here, man?
Hey, I swear, back in the day, I used to know this kid that used to take the little things that come in a pizza, little circle table, and use it for his toy. As a table. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
The little good that be in the middle of the pizza.
Oh, my gosh. That's kind of sad. Oh,
Yeah, I used to
you
play
didn't have
with
any toys?
it. No, he did. That was a table the toys used to eat with.
Oh, that's cute, though.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm not surprised, because kids do this, right? They want to create, they want to take what's in their environment and make it into their own. But like, you have to admit that the amount of money that they're asking
ain't
for.
working, bro.
That's true.
It ain't working.
Wait, just imagine how many grandmas and uncles and aunties gonna be throwing this shit away because they thought it was trash.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
I got you. Right now.
That's
that's what
gather
they meant.
all the paper and they just gonna toss it like
Right.
like it's just these dudes like, huh?
Display. You
took
gotta do
my
display captures.
I did.
Right.
But Nintendo, that's what they're counting on. Nintendo are counting on
Or
kids
if you
fucking
could-
this up and having to buy another one and shit. You know what I'm saying? They know that's why they priced it $80.
Or you could use Firefox and do window capture. Open it on Firefox.
I'm on Firefox. I send me the link. Put it out. You send it to me on DM.
They'll have a cardboard box shaped like a monkey. You don't want that type of shit.
He said he sent it on Twitter.
Saying H&M on the side. Hey.
Well, all right.
The H&M.
Well, as we get this Nintendo thing here together, I got a question. Well, not a question. Some Sony fans now. Let's joke it crazy. Put it in my.
I got a question. Don't you owe me some money? I swear down Mario, because Odyssey outsold everything last year, right?
No,
I
it
swear
didn't. It didn't.
More L's for Z?
You fucked up.
No, it didn't. It didn't.
Nigga, I swear
No.
down it was for
Where
either
you,
for the
you've been in
it was for the
Jerusalem.
Switch to
We're in
outsell,
Jerusalem.
The Xbox. It was either for the Switch to outsell Xbox
It
or
did.
for Mario Odyssey to be
Well,
fired.
you lost either way because Nintendo only sold 700,000 or 500,000 in November, and both Sony and Microsoft did 1.4 and 1.5.
Nigga, you sure? You
I'm
sure, son?
In November for an MBD, November.
Yeah.
That's just US. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga said for R&B.
Yeah, hey, yo, give me my goddamn money.
It's the whole
I
world,
try to
it's
let
the
you
whole
slide.
world. It's the whole world, not just November, bro. I mean,
Nigga, why would I bet you about Japan and all that shit? We talking about here in America. I only bet about America, bro. I don't care about any Franks and fucking what you talking about? Either way, you lost. You not? Yeah, no, but the bet was that Mario was going to outsell the number one selling game, and it wasn't. That was our bet. And then you lost. And I don't care if you take it worldwide. It did not sell Call of Duty. Did not sell Destiny. It did not sell Star Wars. That was our bet. So if you, I will send you a link to my PayPal.
You came here to say I'm gonna give.
I'm
you
gonna
your
check the
money?
tapes, bro.
I'm telling you the bet. I'm telling you
Play
the
the
bet.
tapes.
That was the bet. Either way, you still lost. But I will send you a link to my PayPal. Since you're so persistent, and if you are a God-fearing man, I hope that you're honest. I'm gonna send you a link to my PayPal. You can drop that 20 in there, and you know what I mean, in any given time. He said I'm a 35-year-old man with responsibilities. Well, be responsible when they give my $20. And give my $20.
I'm gonna check the tapes.
Yeah.
Tapes are-
Hey, how you say Puerto
I'll
Rico?
give that donation.
Hey, yo, how you say Puerto Rico? Share my screen.
Yeah.
Share my screen.
Play the damn tape.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
I'll play the tapes, and then the Jewish delegation will distribute that. You know what I'm saying? Give you that payment.
All right, hold on. Hey, I'm on what do you call it now? Blue. I'm on
Yep.
Now do what you said?
Now, do window capture.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Window
Oh yeah,
capture.
he about to fuck this up.
What the hell is window capture? In the right hand corner?
Podcast finna end.
Right. It was nice seeing you.
Hey, fuck, hey,
Be
listen.
like, yo, this is too
Yo,
much. I can't. I need to just
listen.
end it.
Listen, we will play this video for next week's show. We will play this video for next week's show.
For the sources.
Man,
and
damn,
add-
Blue.
Yeah, I got display capture in there.
Fucking Z's gonna have to get his A+ certification
Make
for this
another
shit.
one. Make another one. It doesn't matter if you have one already.
All right.
Make another one.
Okay, all right, hold on. All right, I got it. Well, finish talking. I'm gonna get this shit together back here.
Z needs his A+ certification for this shit now.
Window capture or display capture?
You have it on open on Firefox, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so window.
window capture. All right, window capture.
Now find Firefox in the
Yeah, you
window.
better hope no porn be showing shit. We already had a podcast that went through that. We don't need another one.
Oh, here we go. We in the money now. Y'all see
I
that?
got you.
We in the money.
We're about to see Z's
We
midget
see it.
porn.
We see it. Let's go.
All right, this is the video we got going on here.
Get 2 pizzas for the
Make
price
sure you
of
put in
one.
theater mode.
Don't think of it as one pizza. Think of it as one pizza and one box.
What am I going to do with a
Oh,
box?
hell no.
Ever hear of origami?
No, we're not gonna hear it. It's on the
You can't hear it?
show.
Oh, you can't.
We're not gonna hear it in here.
Oh
It's on
man,
the
that's
show.
gonna fucking.
Oh, the show can hear it. I mean, the audience can hear it.
It's on the the audience hears it. I'm watching it right now.
Well, what was it that we're supposed to be
That's
watching?
pterodactyl.
I'm so out of the loop.
Also about the shit. Box.
At Little Caesars, you never get just one pizza. You get
Pizza.
2 great pizzas for
In the
one
box.
price.
Hey yo, anybody going out and support this shit? This show is bad for the culture. Or bad for they're bad for the culture.
For $80, you can make a pterodactyl.
Bad for the culture. Bad for the culture. Bad for
when I heard that fucking shit about the box, that reminded me of, man, this commercial as a kid, I'm thinking, yo, I know I've seen this shit before.
That box is $5.
Yo,
$5 box.
You just have no imagination.
Oh shit, bro. When I heard that, I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this shit before. That Little Caesars commercial.
All right. Well, like I said, the juicy part of the show, like I said, you got some of the Sony fans out here now saying that thank them in Horizon Zero Dawn for Microsoft deciding to invest back into Fable 4.
That's right.
Yeah, that's true.
What are you guys' thoughts?
Fucking show respect.
Well, you can see from last year and stuff like that exclusives do sell consoles and stuff like that.
Oh man, Jesus
Microsoft know that they gotta take their asses back to the drawing board and actually make some proper exclusives. You know, who thought people would buy a games console for actual games, eh?
Oh man.
You know?
Man.
You know,
You can hide that now, Z.
All right. Sorry. All right. Okay. So exclusives are selling consoles.
Yeah, man. Look at the Switch. Look at the Switch. Ain't got no multiplats, but that shit was the highest selling console in American history. Where the place where you care about, sir. Am I right? Okay, I guess I'm right.
No, I'm just saying. Okay.
Fable was an amazing game.
So
I just think. I think in a simpler term, I think they realize if fucking Guerrilla can have a decent success with Horizon, then why can't we with our own big franchise?
So
that's it.
So you guys, so basically saying thanks to the Sony fans that all 3 million you guys went out there. What's the PS4 now? 75 million or whatever, 70 million.
Yeah.
Decided to buy this game. That the reason why Xbox fans are getting Fable 4.
Yep.
Pretty much. They said it.
Say thank you.
Who said it?
Hey, remember.
Wait, reportedly. So I'm trying to figure out who said it.
Yeah.
But don't remember, what was it? When Horizon was going successful, there was news saying that Xbox was looking into their own Horizon Zero Dawn type game.
Yeah.
But they already have an IP to do that, so why start one from scratch?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Unleash Fable.
Is this what we doing here? You serious?
I'm just saying.
Reportedly, Phil said, thanks for the huge success of Horizon Zero Dawn, that we're going to go out there and hit you over the head with Fable 4.
Yep,
pretty much.
Well, I want to say this right? You did know that you had major third-party companies offering to buy the Fable IP off Microsoft, and they said no, right?
Wow.
That was not a rhetorical question.
I'm saying I didn't read no articles.
It was. You had major people that wanted to buy the actual Fable IP off of Microsoft, and they said no. They were going to do something with it. So for your guys to come out and say that thanks to Horizon Zero Dawn, like, y'all bugging the fuck out. We ain't about to do. We're going to get the biggest knife in the drawer, and we're going to cut the bullshit out. We're going to cut the bullshit out.
Listen. It's clear Microsoft is inspired by Sony for game development, and they're going to follow their lead. That's it.
Yep.
That's just what it is. It is what it is, bro. Yeah. Give thanks. You should be happy. Isn't that what you want? Every time you mention Coalition and fucking 343, who do you use as example?
I'm not thinking.
There you go. That's
you know
it.
What? You know what?
We
you
good.
know what?
Next topic.
We good.
You
know what? You want to go there, right? I want to say, you know what? Michael says, you know what?
Use them as an example. So
all right, here's an example. You know what Microsoft Phil said? You know what? This boring ass game with this bad fucking. I didn't want to kill my wife now with this badass fucking acting. We gonna show them how it's done. We gonna show them how it's done.
Oh, fine. Hey, listen. Every time you argue with crap, you use Sony as an example on what Microsoft
I didn't use
every time. Every time you use Naughty Dog every time.
Oh,
so
shit.
Wait. Well, who made Naughty Dog?
We good.
No, Naughty Dog made Horizon Zero Dawn.
Joseph's not here, so I'm gonna do it. Let's talk about
it. We good.
Hey, yo.
We good.
Wait. So Naughty Dog made Horizon Zero Dawn?
You can't do it like that.
What? No.
Oh, so what do you?
No, what I'm saying is, every time you mention, what I'm saying is,
you ain't never heard me say nothing about the other games.
Every time you
ain't never heard me say shit about no goddamn Guerrilla Games.
You use Sony as an example. I said Sony.
You said Naughty Dog.
All right. Yes. And Naughty Dog's part of Sony, are they not?
All right. So what that?
Are they part of Nintendo now?
Hey, listen, but what that got to do with Horizon Zero Dawn game?
They are. It's clear that they are inspired. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Oh man,
Right?
stop it.
Okay. That's
Listen,
it.
well, if that's the case, you can say that Sony was inspired by the 360.
What?
In terms of what?
What? You serious?
Their
No,
entire
pick-
model for how they do
What?
things now.
No, like, but specifically what? Like if you say trophies, I agree. Party chat, I agree.
Third-party deals?
Okay. Sony always had third-party deals.
Yeah.
Damn consoles? Like they're
It's not
doing
the
it,
king of
like
consoles, the people-
Call of Duty? Call of Duty?
kidding me?
Call of Duty?
Sony had the
Call of Duty?
Sony has support before Xbox was even born.
Call of fucking Duty?
You understand what I'm saying?
Hold on. Poor Rock, let me get this. Zaire, tell me what.
Nigga, go read your Bible. Shut the fuck up. Call of Duty.
Zaire, tell me what third-party support Microsoft had before Sony had Tomb Raider. Go on, tell me that.
What? Nigga, I'm talking about the third-party deals.
Yeah, tell me what deals.
I'm gonna stop right there. I'm gonna stop right there.
Team consoles?
No, I'm gonna kill this argument.
Talk
Talk to these niggas. No, hold on. No, we're gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill this.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna kill this right now.
Listen.
We're gonna kill this right now.
No.
Listen, I'm gonna end this right now.
No, you're not. So,
I'm gonna end this right
EA,
now.
listen. PS2. No. PS2 had the EA.
Party deal
Listen.
of all time was Grand Theft Auto, and who fucking had that deal?
Okay, but listen.
That's it. Conversation over. God bless everybody.
Man. John Madden, right? Sony's notorious for having a John Madden deal, right?
Party deal of all time, Grand Theft Auto was Sony.
Third party. It was exclusive, dickhead. It was exclusive. It was exclusive. What are you talking about? Grand Theft Auto was exclusive.
It was an
God night, right? Come on.
Hey, it was exclusive. What the fuck are you talking about?
And Sony paid for that.
It was exclusive.
All right.
To tell the truth, all the
on,
all
bro.
these gamers that.
Why
Are you serious?
Why do you think?
Hey,
it took
listen.
2 years? Yo, why do you
This
think
nigga
Grand
here.
Theft Auto? Why do you think Grand Theft Auto 3 took 2 years to go on Xbox?
It was exclusive.
You paid for that.
That's
So
not a
you paid for
multi-plat.
that. So you're saying Grand Theft Auto 3 was on Xbox?
It was
You can't play.
exclusive.
So wait, you couldn't play Grand Theft Auto 3
It came
on
3.5 years later. Fuck what you talking about?
It was the third-party deal.
Nigga.
It was designed that way.
Hey, let's ask you a question. I got your question. Let me ask you a question. We gonna have fun with this. Right? All right, we gonna get the biggest knife and we gonna cut the bullshit out right now, right? All right. So you said back then, if you're gonna say that Grand Theft Auto wasn't exclusive to the PlayStation,
No, I'm not saying. Listen, it was exclusive because Sony cut a deal. In fact, Grand Theft Auto 4, it became a day one release time on Xbox. Because Sony let Sony let the contract go.
Right,
that's why Rockstar still owes Sony an
listen.
listen, hold up. Listen,
right,
the reason why Rockstar still owes Sony an exclusive is because they let the contract go with Grand Theft Auto 4. Rockstar went to Sony saying, "Hey, your console's not selling too well, and our game could flop if we launch it exclusively on Xbox time. We need to launch it same day on 360." Sony let it go and said, "Fine, but you owe us an exclusive."
All right.
So even Grand Theft Auto 4 technically would have been a launch exclusive for PS3. That is the biggest contract Sony had. So cut the bullshit. Conversation.
Are you ready?
God bless you. God bless you.
No, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Let's have fun with this, okay?
There's nothing you're gonna say.
I'll let you speak.
You're gonna talk about NFL 2K or some shit?
Can I speak?
You're talking about what are you gonna say after that?
Can I speak?
There's nothing else to say.
Poppy, can I speak now? You ready? Poppy. Listen here. De Jesus, listen, right? Grand Theft Auto, you talking about third-party deal. They've always been exclusive on the PlayStation. The PlayStation, Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2 was on the PlayStation fucking 1 and 2. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Bro,
the original Xbox wasn't even fucking out with Grand Theft Auto.
Alright, Z.
What are you talking about? The Xbox wasn't even out when Grand Theft Auto came out.
Z, slow down. Take your pressure medicine right now.
Grand Theft Auto, but listen, Grand Theft Auto 3 when it launched
on Xbox.
Listen to me.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City was on Xbox. San Andreas was on Xbox. The reason why it was delayed because of a contract.
Let me finish. Okay?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Let me finish. Were not the Grand Theft Auto's properties exclusive to PlayStation?
Okay. Because why? Why?
Yes or no?
Yes, but why?
Let me finish.
You're not answering the why.
Listen, I'm talking about the top down. I'm talking about the Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2. Were they not exclusive?
Fuck the Xbox wasn't even around.
Okay, exactly. I'm fucking exactly. When Grand Theft Auto 3. Okay, let me finish. Poppy, let me work. Let me work.
You're talking alternative facts.
No, listen. Let me work.
Let's talk Xbox.
All right, let me work. Let me get work. All right, so
No, because your work is bullshit. No,
are you
you're
scared?
not bullshit work.
Can I speak?
Give me real work.
Okay, finish. So when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, listen. When Grand Theft Auto 3 came out,
This was done at Tomb Raider.
listen. When Grand Theft Auto 3 came out, the Xbox wasn't even out yet. The original Xbox. Fuck is you talking about?
Yes, it was. Because Grand Theft Auto came out in 2001.
What?
Xbox came
What
out
fucking month?
What the hell?
What fucking month?
You're done.
What fucking month?
You're done.
What fucking month?
You're already wrong on that.
What fucking month?
You're done. I'm gonna shut down.
DeJesus! Hey, DeJesus! What fucking month? What month?
Grand Theft Auto came out 2001. Xbox came out 2001.
What fucking month?
Stop it.
What month?
Stop it.
What month? What month?
And what about Vice
What
City?
month? What month?
What month?
What month?
Vice City wasn't out?
I'm gonna say this again. They were exclusive.
God damn, that was a damn change.
So what I'm gonna say again? What I'm gonna say again? Sony copied the 360.
No.
With the fucking third-party deals, the theme consoles, the theme. How many fucking theme PS3s did you have last generation? How many theme PS3s did you have last generation?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
How many theme PS3s did you have last generation? Yes or no? Were there any theme PS3s last generation? Were there any fucking theme PS3s last generation?
I'm gonna clear this up real quick, cause
Sony have always had
two different fucking things. Exclusive game versus time DLC, all that shit. That's what Z is talking about.
Yeah, but Sony
No. What Z is talking about is cutting a check to a third party to give you the advantage to your console. At the time, listen, during PS2 eras, there was no time.
I'm done.
Get you shit right.
Okay?
Matt,
This
you
is
talk.
why he used Call of Duty as a fucking example. Then you went, no, Sony been writing checks to third parties to make exclusives. Nigga, that's not what he said. He said they copied the third party deals so for getting shit early that the 360 did, such as Call of Duty. This nigga literally gave things, and then you went for 20 minutes about Grand Theft Auto.
I don't.
All right, Master, let me help you out. Master. I'm gonna talk to Master now. I'm gonna talk to Master. I'm gonna help you out.
I'm done.
No, he was trying to say that Sony copied 360 strategy. What's the difference between cutting a check, right, for Call of Duty, for time DLC, to have something that's not available on another console? Listen, right, Master? I'm talking to you, Master, because he's already on his medication syrup, so he's drunk right now.
What?
He's not listening. All right, Master. What's the difference between a company cutting a check, be like, hey, Activision, we're going to give you a check, keep this content off our competitor's platform for a period of time, right? And Sony doing the same thing during the PS2 gen, saying, hey, Rockstar, keep this game off our competitor's console for a period of time. What's the fucking difference?
So
what's the difference?
Saying that Grand Theft Auto was kept off of the Xbox 360 or the Xbox due to the timed exclusive deal.
Yes, that was confirmed with Grand Theft Auto 4.
Not because of the release window.
All right, no. Grand Theft. Listen. Grand Theft Auto 4 was also supposed to be a timed exclusive game.
Not because of the release window of the time of the game and the platform.
So then explain Vice City.
I said Call of Duty, right?
And San Andreas, listen. No, you're done. You're drunk. You out the pocket.
Can I ask you one question? I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna ask you one question. How many themed PS3s did you have last generation? How many themed PS3s did you have last generation?
One at a time.
This guy's talking about themes. Get the fuck out of here.
How many? What does Sony do now? What does Sony do now?
Master, this motherfucker talking about theme mastering. All right. You can say that maybe Grand Theft 3, but San Andreas, both consoles was out at the same time. But Xbox didn't get it the same day as on PS2, all right? Grand Theft Auto 4 was supposed to be a timed release on PS3. Rockstar approached to Sony, says, we can't release this game exclusively. It's going to fail. Sony's like, fine. but you owe us an exclusive, and that's where this whole agent thing is coming from. It was not supposed to release on 360 day and date.
There's a special.
You know what I'm saying? The point what I'm trying to say is, Sony cut deals
if that's true,
to keep games away.
I got to ask a question. If that's true, then the agent game that they're owed won't be exclusive.
Why are you saying that for?
Because you just said it was a time deal with the game that was
No, they made a no. Listen, no. Master, I said no.
Can we get some links to this?
I said, Master, I said specifically, right?
My God.
That Sony broke the deal, but the payback is Rockstar owes Sony an exclusive.
Okay.
And that's the agent. That's what I told you.
Listen,
I didn't say they owe Sony a time exclusive.
Hey, listen.
It might be, hold up. It might be timed.
Hey, listen.
But what Jack Trenton said, Rockstar owes us an exclusive.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
That's what he said. It might be timed. I'm not saying it is or isn't. But I'm telling you, the whole point, don't take this in a different direction.
No.
The point what I'm trying to say, Sony has done pen deals to keep third-party content off their competitors' platform. So it is not a 360 tactic when they already done it.
Okay, so
that's what I'm saying.
Call of Duty.
God bless everybody.
No.
Good night. Now, you can talk about theme consoles.
No. So there were theme consoles on the PS3? That didn't come from Microsoft?
What does that have to do with the console?
I just said.
Anybody say no?
I just said to you that Sony copied off fucking Microsoft. If that's the case.
And did I not say Sony copied with achievement trophies? I compared. There are things Sony copied. I'm not saying Sony never copied off of anything. They copied off of party chat. They copied off of achievements.
Third-party deals.
The third-party deals did that before Xbox. That specific topic, they done that before, and I gave you an example.
Hey, bro, listen here. You
deal with it.
No, I didn't.
All right.
So Call of Duty.
God bless everybody.
Theme console.
Rock was in the boardroom when Sony and Rockstar had their talks.
Yeah. So when's this game agent coming out? My lifetime or your lifetime?
I already said it already. Tomb Raider was already a third-party exclusive before Grand Theft or any of that was announced and shit like that. Nobody wanted to listen, but that's a fact. Tomb Raider was exclusive on PS1 after the first one.
It was on Sega
Money
Saturn
had
first.
that game away from Sega.
The first one
These motherfuckers think Microsoft invented a concept.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. For all the gamers who hate Microsoft for money hatting games, Sony actually started that shit first with Tomb Raider. It was exclusive on the Saturn, then Sony bought the rest of them. It's on Wikipedia. Go and check.
We talking about current day. Listen, if you're gonna say that the PS4 didn't follow it in Microsoft footsteps with the 360, they even got the same goddamn advertising company. Like, what are we doing here?
Okay. I'm talking about certain aspects. I'm just talking about that. I didn't say everything. I didn't say they didn't copy. I even party chat.
I'm just
trophies.
Saying, when
they
did
did that.
When did you know Sony never really had themed consoles?
Listen. Don't be mad that Sony inspired Microsoft for making games. You should be happy. That's what you want.
Inspired them? Okay.
So we good. All right? There you go. Okay. Maybe they'll keep getting inspired, and 343 will make more projects.
Well, that's the case.
You're good.
If that's the case, then Microsoft inspired Sony at the start of the generation because Sony didn't have shit but Knack, goddamn Killzone. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Well, Microsoft had more AAA games at the beginning of the generation. Listen.
Now you sound like Kid Smooth. No,
Microsoft didn't have Microsoft.
Yo, listen, you're walking a dangerous line.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Blue, Ad K, make a hand, please.
You're sounding like Kid Smooth right now. You're on your feet.
Oh shit!
Yo, you're hurting right now, bro. You're hurting.
The Undertaker's coming.
You're hurting. All right. Listen, we good. All right. Microsoft's being inspired. That's a good thing. That's what you want. You know, that's what you argue week to week on BGST. You should be happy.
All right, listen. As I was saying, what do you? I got a quote here from a Sony exec. Shout out to my man Operation. Jesus Christ.
If he dies, he dies.
Hey, look. This nigga, he gonna go out on this warp. Sony chairman of Picture Entertainment stated in an interview that if we don't grow, we will be somebody's purchase. Moreover, I didn't take the job to do it for a year and sell the company. And got some other juicy stuff in here. Again, they copied goddamn Microsoft what they did with the fucking 360. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. You never seen so.
I said they did.
No, you argue me down.
Achievement trophies.
I'm talking about this generation. This generation.
I'll even say this. Sony their online structure because Sony didn't have universal login. They didn't have a universal login.
Listen, I'm talking about this generation. I'm talking about this generation.
Party chat.
Avatars be.
Huh?
What happened to those Xbox avatars, B? Where did you guys get communities from? That didn't come from PlayStation. Communities didn't come from the PlayStation, no?
Nigga.
I don't
The clubs.
Hey, K-Man, what's up, K-Mega?
Sit down.
Hey, Mega, do me a favor, man. Hey, Mega, do me a favor.
Okay, listen.
Hey, Mega.
I don't know why Zaire is so pissed off.
Hey, listen.
That's what you argue all the time.
Hey, listen. Hey, K-Mega.
Why are you mad?
Can I film with Mega in? Hey, Mega, I want you to get some of this right here, right? Mega, he's saying that. Well, this is what I said to Puerto Rock, right? Sony fans are out there trying to not take the credit for Microsoft deciding to, do Fable 4. And I told Puerto Rock, I said, no, it's not the case because you had big major third-party companies that offered to buy the IP off of Microsoft, and Microsoft said no. Fact. And he's saying because the success of Horizon Zero Dawn that Microsoft is now making Fable 4. And I said, like, where did this come from? Who the fuck said this, right? So then he's trying to go and say that Sony influenced Microsoft. And I said, if that's the case, start now to make games. And I said, that's the case at the start of the generation, Microsoft had all the games. Sony didn't have shit. All you guys were running on having the best version of the multiplayer. If that's the case, Microsoft influenced Sony.
Because Sony
Nigga!
Yo, the games were already in development. They just weren't able to be released in 2000.
So
why do you think Horizon Zero Dawn came out in thin air?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, right. So Horizon Zero Dawn was made in 1 year.
So Fable
that
came
was
out
a 5-year project.
Listen, so Fable came out at thin air too then.
Okay, Fable, it just started development. Why they wait until...
Where the fuck is Fable?
They could have been started Fable development 3 years ago, but they're starting now. Why now?
How you know they're starting now?
Because that's why the rumors are appearing.
You know what I mean?
But listen. I'm not the biggest YouTube channel, but I know people that know people.
Wait, so
listen. And these people, I'm not making a claim I'm the biggest dude on the boat.
Zero Dawn, is that when it started being developed?
Well, it started Horizon Zero Dawn.
They didn't start talking about that till 2 years before it came out. So is that when it started being developed?
What happened?
You said by rumor, the rumors are coming out because it's starting development now. So when they started talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, is that when it started development?
No, actually, I don't remember any rumors about Horizon Zero Dawn. I just remember the official.
Now you got amnesia. Now you can't recall. Now you plead the fifth.
I'm gonna tell you. Listen, if you want to go back, the rumors of what you call it, of
the rumors of the dinosaur game
was back. Yeah, was back. No, I'm gonna tell you. I'm asking you a question. All right, I'm answering your question. The rumors of Guerrilla making a new game, we didn't know what it was back around 2013. 5 years ago. I answered your question. Now you don't like the answer? All right. Talk to that nigga, Rob.
You went from those rumors didn't exist to those rumors were in 2013. How, nigga? That was literally 20 fucking seconds ago. You said, I don't remember those rumors. Then you were like, they were in 2013. Which one is it?
I don't know. This nigga getting high. Which one is it, nigga? Boy, this nigga getting high. I don't know. Puerto Rock, that nigga, he pulling a motherfucking wine manual market. He got to sipping his own piss right now.
I don't remember those rumors till they happened in 2013.
Hey, yo, Puerto Rock out there pulling a wine manual market. He out there drinking his own piss right now. I don't know what the fuck going on, Jake. He out there sipping his own pee. He out here bugging.
No, I'm gonna pull it up right now.
You looking spooky in these streets.
Literally went from I don't remember those
Maybe
rumors.
he meant there wasn't a lot of rumors. Maybe there was just one.
Hey, mind your motherfucking business.
I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out, man. So I got one article right here. This one's a quick one.
I'm just saying, how did you?
All right, okay, fine. But I'm gonna help you right now. I'm gonna help you right now. There's an article right now. This is dated September 2014. And it shows a leak image of Horizon Zero Dawn. And this is 4 years ago.
So 2014, when the hell did Horizon Zero Dawn come out?
2017, 3 years later.
In 2017.
Yeah.
So when
3 years later.
When was that?
3 years later. September 2014.
September, it came out 2.5 years later. So what you're telling me is that from September 2014 to when it released in the beginning, what was it, April, right?
Yeah,
Something
April,
like
March, yeah.
April of 2017, that's when it started development, right?
Mm-hmm. No, it started development in 2012.
Okay, then how do you know that Fable just started development?
Well, I'll say this. This rumor is
Lord. I'm done.
It's a rumor. You said a rumor?
Fable is a rumor.
Because they're starting development right now. So, I'm asking
LL Cool J.
It only starts because of the rumor. Okay. They started the rumor that Horizon Zero Dawn was coming out from Guerrilla Games in 2014. So that is the day it started, September.
So I'm answering your question. So I'm looking at it right now. The rumor that was released they show the image of the game, and
it took Horizon 7 years to be developed.
You see Alloy
it took
handle
7 years.
robot.
7 years to be developed.
For Fable, we don't got anything. We don't even know if this room is even.
All right, so what are you talking about? So why you?
We got no content. We don't got an image. How do you? Exactly. Let me ask you this: how do you know Fable's even real? This room.
So why do you? What are you talking about then? Why are you saying about Microsoft?
You're saying they just started. So it's either it's not real or they just started development. Which one is it?
Okay, I'm thinking they just started development.
Oh, you thinking? We all know you out there sipping your own piss though. We already know that.
Hey, you niggas.
I'll put it this way. I'll put it this way. I hope they started development. Because at that point, that's all I could get with Xbox. Hope.
For sure.
We need the best exclusive.
All right, hope is the best exclusive I get from Xbox right now. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up,
y'all
man?
Worrying about if they get inspired. We hope this game is real.
I know.
We hope.
I know.
That's all we got right now.
Hey, do me a favor. As you sit,
I'm actually here lighting candles.
Hey, yo. As you sit
for this motherfucking console.
As you sit piss from that sick raccoon's dick. Listen here, bro. Take your fucking L and be easy. You don't know.
There's no L in this. Listen.
Take your L.
Listen, bro. Listen.
You're drinking raccoon piss right now, bro.
No.
You're tipsy. You got use rabbit right now.
Microsoft got inspired.
Okay.
Deal with it. That's it.
Okay, I know.
Just deal with it.
Hey, K-Maker, what's going on, good brother? You there?
This old nigga trying to figure it out, bro. Give him some time.
You not working Discord. That's his thing, ain't it?
That's what I'm saying.
On your smoothies, on your Discord.
Yeah.
That nigga trying to get his Metamucil together. This shit kind of gritty.
Hey, Maker, he just got off work. I don't even see the damn thing. I thought he was familiar with Nico. You there, Maker?
He's in the mentions with Blue, and him and Blue are having some type of conversation, trying to get it together.
She trying to tell him how to do this.
You click on start. put your headphones in.
I can't hear shit. Baby, I think my sound card done went. I can't hear a motherfucking thing in here.
Yeah, I can't hear shit, man.
Oh, there you go.
I figured it out. I got it.
What's going on, Maker? Have you been listening to all this shit that's been going on?
Welcome to homeroom.
No, I couldn't hear shit, man.
Oh, well, Porter Rock done lost his goddamn mind. Again, Porter Rock back there sipping raccoon piss and lost his goddamn mind again. Now, I'm gonna give it to you again, right? I said Porter Rock made this bold blanket statement that thanks to Sony, that Microsoft now decided to invest in IPs, right?
I didn't say that. I said Fable.
Goddamn fool.
Oh, Fable. Okay, Fable.
Fable.
And I said to him, why? Why did we know this? Because again, the rumors are coming out now, but I said to him, there were major, third-party publishers that wanted to buy the IP off of Microsoft, and Microsoft said no. And they said no. But, so the rumor came out that thanks to the success of Horizon Zero Dawn, that dog shit boring ass game, that Microsoft now decides to go back and make.
Oh God!
Hey, Phil Spencer likes it. Phil Spencer likes that game.
Well, he likes the Switch too, but other than
there
that,
you go.
Yeah, and more people like the Switch than the Xbox apparently.
Hey, wait, listen. Hey, how that Pro treat you on that 1080p TV? MVP. Notice any difference? You notice any difference on that Pro on that 1080p TV or nah? Because you will see a difference on that X on that 1080p TV. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The Pro is trash, but so is the Xbox One X.
Crazy. Are you serious? Trash how? You want to see a difference? Are you serious? You'll make that blanket statement?
How you gonna see a difference on a 720p?
How the hell is Nintendo having the world's most most successful console launch?
You know why? I blame Obama. The whole for the LBGT movement. Fuck it, I said it. I blame Obama.
Because they put out Zelda and Mario in the same year. That's how.
Talk some facts on man.
Science, nigga.
And Mario Kart.
They put out right. They put out everything that they put out on the Wii U in the last year when it was actually selling.
Yeah.
Right.
So, it answered your question for you.
Like this shit ain't rocket science.
The world's most powerful console, the We Heard You console. None of that meant shit, did it? None of that meant shit. You know what I'm saying? You need to the Xbox One X.
Nigga, are you talking with your coat on top of your head? Fuck, like you sound muffled back there.
Yeah, you be talking all this shit. They had the raggedest equipment.
Yeah, right. Man. With his ashy ass feet.
Yeah, and his gold.
Uh huh.
reggaeton.
Yeah, for real. But what?
My goat spitting facts though. It's telling the future right now.
Hey yo. So the Switch is the future.
That's what they're about to do, man. They're about to sit there. Microsoft are about to go multi-platform. Mark my words, man.
Huh?
Give it 2 years.
Microsoft is going multi-platform.
2 years.
Yeah. Give it 5.
Can we get a bet on that?
Not that fast. Hell no. Maybe.
Nah, I don't.
Maybe 2 generations or 3 generations.
They're still gonna try 15. I mean, you gotta give them 20 years for to get shit together, man. You know what I mean? It's already at 15.
What ain't together? The X is the console that we've been asking for. X shits on everything that's out, performance-wise, graphic-wise.
Yeah, switched and outsold it, so it's like it's not about power. This
handheld. It's never been about power.
This handheld can't beat.
Listen, Z, you lost $60 because of this power shit, right? You need to stop.
Listen,
you're losing money over this.
It ain't never been about power. Are we gonna sit there and say it ain't never been about power?
You got generation. Show me what else.
All I know is, at the end of the day, you lost $60 because of this power shit.
Hey, listen.
So I don't know, man. How much money you want to lose?
Listen. What happened last month?
All I know is this.
What happened last month?
Is that I was over here playing Street Fighter on the X. And I was like, this shit looks really, really good for an old 360 game. And then I go and I played the PlayStation.
I don't count. Got a medical condition.
I played Street Fighter 5, the arcade edition.
Oh shit.
On the Slim. It was like, this shit is gross. I played about I beat 2 of those little things that they have where you got the Street Fighter 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all that. I beat about 2 of those, but them graphics, man, I'm spoiled, man.
You are such a fucking hater, my nigga.
Yeah, he's an idiot, bro. He's an idiot.
I'm just
How the hell is the graphics on 5 lesser than 4? That don't make no sense.
You just see it, man. It comes out at you. And 5's graphics always look good.
But we're talking about a dude who thinks Tekken 7 is nothing wrong with it. So I mean.
Tekken 7 is great. I'm just saying.
The graphics?
Tekken 7 has its issues, but I'm just saying it's like, man, if you think that Tekken, if you really do think Tekken look that bad, man, I don't know what to tell you. Tekken doesn't look bad.
It looks better on the PS4, I tell you that.
It looks bad.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look better on the PS4.
I have it. What are you talking about?
I don't care. I got it on the PS4 too.
Then you obviously got an eye problem because the resolution is higher on the PS4 than the Xbox.
On the X?
It's better on the X?
It's Xbox.
There's no patch for Tekken 7. There's no patch. There's no patch.
You don't have to have a patch. You see a difference.
I know I did.
It's still 792p on Xbox.
I just played it.
Okay. All right.
Shout out to Garrett. You're just playing on both. Check them out.
I have played it on both. I'm just.
I got
play it tonight.
Play it tonight. Play it tonight.
On all 3 platforms. I got
play
it
it tonight.
I got it on the PC.
Play it tonight.
Got it on. It looks best on the PC, but
yeah, of course.
But I mean, it's shit. It still.
But the Xbox version still looks bad. It still looks like the launch when it came out. It looks horrible.
The whole thing looks bad. How about we just say that?
No. We have to give the L to Xbox. It makes us feel better.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh, I see. Okay, I'll stay out of that. I'll let you boys do your thing.
I respect you for the truth.
No, I don't want shit. I just ate.
The boys want to argue, so we'll let the boys argue.
I'm not arguing. I'm just going to say some facts. That's it.
It's not a fact. Just play both, and then you'll see.
I did play both.
So let me ask you guys this:
I did play both.
Will Xbox win any NPDs this year in 2018?
I don't care if it do or if it don't.
Possible. They're gonna
that's irrelevant. Talk about games.
Slash the price of the X to 400.
Okay, let's talk about games. Let's talk about games then.
Let's talk about games. Let's not talk about the NPD shit. This shit is so corny.
Okay, what games?
Now it's corny.
It's always been corny. When have you ever heard me brag about NPD?
Are you sure? Do you want to go there?
Go there.
Play the damn tape.
When I was asked if you have to pick, Mega, that shit is not even put in there. If you have to pick, which one would you pick? And that's the only thing that I said. And you going back to videos to everything else.
Nah, we got the tapes, dog.
You gonna play the tape of when I was saying I'm not
gonna pick what.
What happened?
I'm gonna pick where you brag the shit out of Xbox One X, and it's going to MPD, and it's going to capture the hearts and minds of gamers, and PlayStation's in trouble. That's what I'm going to play. That's what I'm going to come at you. I ain't doing this shit.
If I have to make a decision,
No. We're going to have fun with this. We're going to rock out.
What happened was,
Damn, he's gonna save it.
They said they playing the same shit that they played last time, but they ain't played the whole segment of what was said.
Oh shit, we going there? Oh.
he's saying that y'all missed out on the part at the very end when he said "psych."
No. Man. Oh man, come on. I'm sitting here, I miss Rachel for this bullshit. Come on, let's go. Let's get to this shit. Let's go talk about some games.
You miss what?
Rachel, man. I'm gonna let you close the show, nigga.
That sounds like something old niggas watch.
Old smart. Oh man. You over here pulling on to weed cardboard boxes and you talking.
I want to get your thoughts on that.
Damn right, nigga. Those cardboard boxes, I'm gonna be so chill with those cardboard boxes.
For 10 and 11-year-olds.
Alright, so what's your thoughts about the boxes, nigga? What's your thoughts about the boxes?
Dudes with dreads walking around looking like a pedophile.
I'm gonna be in a place with single mothers and shit. Like, hey, I'm good with kids. Do you know what I'm saying?
Get out of here. Get out of here. Come on, man. When we gonna end the show here, bro?
This man said, "Get in my van. I got a box."
Oh my god.
He said, "Get in my van. I got a box."
I got candy time. I got
Hey,
candy
all the soccer
time.
moms, follow at me, okay? Soccer moms. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, nigga, we'll see if these gonna do at lunch.
Oh shit!
Don't care about sales numbers, man. You know I don't care about that.
Give me an estimate. How good do you think it's gonna do?
I don't care.
That was me.
It's gonna be a great game, man. It's a great game. It's great. It's fun as hell. I can't wait to play that shit. And I already got that game pre-ordered.
Niggas be fooling themselves.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not fooling myself. I know what I like. That's the thing.
Did you really enjoy it? You in your heart and soul, you enjoy that game?
Man, I don't come in here on this show on Wolf Ticket. I don't come any. I don't.
So you
I
love
say what I feel, man. I just tell it how it is, man. I don't know why you guys can't understand when people like something and they love it. They love it. That's it.
Shit.
I think it's great.
But hey, he's still worried about God of War.
I am worried about God of War. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what's that got to do with anything? I am worried about.
Hey, do you think that Marlo Briggs is gonna outsell God of War?
I don't care about sales, bro.
Oh shit! Hey,
Oh, you guys are so mean.
Yo, this shit done went too far.
Okay, Megan's over here just like defending himself.
Hey, yo,
what are you guys doing?
You ain't about to do my man Megan like this. Thank you for coming out.
See, I got it. No, see, what's going on, man? What's
going on,
I do want to remind you all that we do have a Gears match tomorrow.
Oh yes, for sure.
It's going to be lit. Z's going to be streaming it, so definitely come by so you can see broadband bullies give people them L's.
We playing against the Press Start Podcast, Kofi or whatever that was.
No, Press Start Podcast. Broadband Bullies versus Press Start Podcast.
Yeah.
This guy, what is that?
The Xbox brand. You know, that note is going to outstay because the time is up. November belongs.
Oh shit! There it is. Play that tape.
He went to the tape. He played the tape.
Oh my god, guys.
God damn.
Let it go. Let it rip. I mean,
let it go.
Okay, listen.
Okay, let's go.
Dominate. Why you do not think that the most powerful console will not dominate November? The Pro is
most powerful console.
Okay, you see this shit get chopped up. Then I was over here saying,
oh shit!
Damn your words, player. Damn your words.
No. It was chopped. You can see because when it break it down, he took it. Shit is funny as hell.
What do I play the damn tapes?
Y'all motherfuckers, bro. Oh my god.
Say is that look, stop crying about it. Take your L, bend the knee, because the time is up.
Yeah. Do you know that the episode? Go back to the whole episode when it said when we had to be forced to make that point. Because I've said on that episode, go back. Fuck the tape that you're hearing from Morgana and them. Listen to this. Go back to that podcast and listen to everything that I said, because whenever I broke down, I don't care about the MPD, I don't give up about that. Go.
Oh my god.
Come on, man.
He looping it. He looping it.
Voice, man. I'm gonna have to
He looping it.
Oh my god.
Let it go, player.
About it. Take your L.
Bend the knee.
That was wicked. That was mean.
Belongs to the Xbox brand.
Brand.
The time belongs to the Xbox brand.
It's an Xbox brand, player. Pass me my cigarette.
They calling you Marlo Mega now.
Hey yo, y'all motherfuckers are so disrespectful, man.
Hey, the chat is lighting that nigga up right now, bro. Jesus Christ.
Listen.
Take your L, bend the knee. The time is up. November belongs to the brand. You know.
All right, cut the bullshit and stop it. All right,
Hey,
y'all trying to do alternative facts and shit.
Hey, listen,
Ay
man.
Dios.
He already left.
Hey, listen. Thank you for coming out. God bless. Good night.